This video is not an accurate representation of what happened behind closed doors. However, the information provided about the case is. Finally, you must be aware that filming in a courtroom is prohibited. I am Sarah, and I am the defense lawyer.
I'm Diane, and I'm going to be playing the judge and the learning associate.
I'm Andrew, and I'm the plaintiff for the lawyer.
Hi, I'm Aafreen, and I'll be playing the paralegal. Good morning, Miss Hansen.
Why, good morning.
You seem awfully ecstatic this morning.
Miss Kahn, yes, I am indeed. We won the criminal case of Oat versus Payne. They were so thrilled by your work, so they provided us with some more clients for the firm.
That's brilliant. I love a morning filled with marvelous news, especially if it involves new clients.
I do as well. Well, so what's on our agenda for the day?
Well, we have to review Griffin's case.
Hand that case over to Sean. He's an expert in white-collar crime. We have been assigned a new case from Mr. Diesel. I need you to get me all the dirt there is on Mr. Lewis. His school history, employment history, background check. I need all of it. Also get a record of the staff who worked at the Alberta Game Farm, including ex-employees, and do a background check on Mr. Oming.
I thought Mr. Diesel signed that case to Mr. Wahlberg. The deposition of the case has already been completed.
Yes, but the case has now been assigned to us, since we are the experts, especially in civil law. We will be representing our defendants, Mr. Oming and the Alberta Game Farm.
We sure are the experts. I will get you the details by this afternoon.
Have a good day.
Oh,
Two.
Yeah,
What?
you can walk.
okay. Good morning, Miss Kahn.
Hi, Miss M. What can I help you with? I'm super busy right now.
I'm almost done completing the brief for H versus OA case, but I can use your expertise in some of the areas I'm struggling with. I'm a bit confused, and everyone at Diesel Wahlberg law firm. Fuck. Good morning, Miss Kahn.
Hello, Miss M. I'm super busy at the moment. What can I do for you?
I'm almost done completing for the brief of H versus OA, but I can use your expertise in some of the areas I'm struggling with. I'm a bit confused, and everyone at Diesel Wahlberg Law Firm knows you're the best paralegal.
Well, I appreciate your compliment. However, I'm caught up with this new case and I have a meeting with Miss Hansen shortly. I can help you later.
Okay, sounds good. I'll drop by later.
All right. Wait, were you an employee at Goldman and Payne's law firm prior to getting hired at Wahlberg and Diesel?
Yeah, I wasn't fond of their system before, so therefore I joined your team.
Hand your brief over to Mike. He can complete that. You'll be working with Sarah and I.
I can't believe this. This is a dream come true. I've always anticipated working with the both of you on a real case, but why me?
Glad to hear that. Well, Goldman and Payne, your ex-employers, are opposing counsel. You'll be a great asset to this case.
Okay.
Thank you. My favorite paralegal. What information do you have for me?
Well, first of all, I'd like to inform you Mr. MG is opposing counsel.
Oh, that asshole.
We do have an ex-employee of Mr. MG working in our law firm that I think might be a good asset to this case.
Oh, the newbie? Okay, I'm trusting you. Bring her in.
You can come in, Miss M.
Have a seat. Let's get some arguments that I can pose at trial tomorrow. Miss Kahn, summarize everything that happened during the deposition.
The conversation at deposition was quite aggressive, especially by the plaintiff's lawyer. The plaintiff himself was quite puzzled with all the questioning. The case is between Lewis, who's the plaintiff, and Oming and the Alberta Game Farms, who we are defending. The plaintiff was employed at the Alberta Game Farms in the summer of 1977. He was hired as part of the cleanup crew. His duties included cleaning animal droppings and basic cleanings around the farm. On rare occasions, the plaintiff was also involved in cleaning the Siberian tiger's enclosure with the supervision of Mr. Picard.
Who is this Mr. Picard character?
Mr. Picard is responsible for dealing with all the carnivorous species. Lewis, the plaintiff, he was also accustomed keys that had access to the various enclosures. The incident took place on the night of August 23rd, 1977, where the plaintiff was conducting his regular duties. However, when the night occurred, plaintiff saw his co-workers teasing Hector, and one of the employees had thrown a cat inside the enclosure.
Wait, who's Hector?
Hector is the name of a tiger. He's known to be very friendly and was raised by humans, considering he was brought to the Alberta Game Farms as a baby. He had no previous history of endangering any employees. The hat that was inside the enclosure apparently belonged to the plaintiff's girlfriend, Miss McKay. The plaintiff feared the cap would be harmful to Hector, so without thinking of the danger, he went inside the enclosure to remove the cap. And that's when the tiger mauled plaintiff's head.
Inform me about Mr. Oming's deposition. Then let me know what the plaintiff's girlfriend said in her deposition.
Well, according to our client, Mr. Oming, his employees were asked to follow prescribed tasks. They were informed to stay away from the enclosures containing carnivorous animals, and especially not to enter during night. McKay stated that she helped the plaintiff get out of the enclosure as she heard noises coming from the enclosure. However, after answering multiple questions, she revealed that there were 2 hats in the enclosure. Here's a copy of the arguments from the deposition.
All right, ladies, let's get to this. First and foremost, we can begin the trial by posing the statement that the tiger was inherently a dangerous animal, regardless of the fact that he had been raised by humans.
I agree. Also, I think that the fact that the incident took place inside Hector's enclosure will definitely make her case stronger.
Correct, because otherwise, Mr. Oming would automatically be held liable if Hector escaped and injured the plaintiff.
Also, Mr. Oming mentioned that there were persons specially trained to handle the carnivorous animals, and clearly plaintiff was not one of them, considering he was hired just for cleanup.
Solid point, Miss M. We can use the previous case that would help us back up our point.
Oh, I figured you'd mention using previous cases. Therefore, I already prepared a precedent case we can utilize. Do you recall the case Philip Byrne versus People's Place Aquarium?
Ah, how can I forget? That case was amazing. The defendant owned an elephant which he exhibited to the open public. The elephant had no previous history of being dangerous, yet he attacked the plaintiff and injured him.
In the case Barron versus Bertrand's Mill Circus, it also involved elephants used in circus. Both of these cases involved animals that escaped and harmed the victims. We have an excellent precedent cases to present to the judge.
The plaintiff was well aware of the risks associated with the job when he signed up for it. Also, Mr. Oming and other management staff at the Alberta Game Farm, prior to August 23rd, informed the plaintiff of the inherent dangers with large animals. Simply, there is no evidence for our defendants that negligence for failing to inform the plaintiff of the dangers.
Yes, and the plaintiff was not on duty when the accident occurred. He was at his own leisure, and all these facts from the deposition state that removing the cap was not part of his employment contract, and his actions were clearly beyond the scope of his employment.
Provide me with a copy of the Alberta Farm staff history.
There you go.
Thanks. It states that they have no previous incidents similar to this case, which clarifies that they have great training methods. I can use this and provide a copy of it to the judge.
I think the plaintiff definitely lacks common sense for committing such an act, endangering his life to remove a cap. It's so stupid.
Yes, I agree. But according to McKay, there were 2 hats in the enclosure. However, he only reached for the one. I don't comprehend how that is an act of helping the tiger. If he attempted to remove both of the caps, which he never testified in his deposition, then this case would have a different turn of events. I think we have our final arguments for tomorrow.
I cannot wait to present this case tomorrow morning. Well done, ladies. Get some rest. We have a special case to present tomorrow morning.
I can't wait to go attend the court present the case with you too.
Ms. M, training associates are not eligible to present cases in front of the judge, unfortunately.
However, you can be in the audience and watch. Our legal system is open to the public. I'm sure you'll be just as excited watching from the audience. Well, Ms. Khan and I will represent Mr. Oming and Alberta Game Farm.
Are you nervous to present the case?
No, I'm just really excited to beat Mr. MG.
Well, look who it is. Are you ladies ready for defeat?
I've always admired your humor, but we'll just have to see at the end of the case.
Order in the court, all rise.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am presenting the plaintiff, Mr. Lewis. In the summer of 1977, he was employed at the Alberta Games Farm as a part of the cleanup crew. His duties included cleaning the animal pens and removing animal droppings and any foreign objects that were thrown or blown into the enclosure. The defendant has a reputation of being a zoologist. My client was taken immediately to the University Hospital in Edmonton, where he was evaluated with a broken left arm, lacerations on his arm, a fractured skull, a broken nose, and lacerations on his face. Since the attack, my client hasn't been the same person. He is embarrassed to go out in public and hasn't had a steady job since. I argue that the defendant are liable to compensate my client on multiple grounds, which include negligence. First off, if the working crew on August 23rd had been properly supervised, the teasing of Hector would have never happened. Secondly, my client had received conflicting instructions from management which confused him. He had been told never to go into the enclosure at night, but also he had to keep it clean at all times. I want my client to receive compensation of $20,000 in general damages, plus the agreed specials of $4,046.45.
Your Honor, he's wrong.
You know what he's talking about. No.
For my final point, Your Honor, I would like to point out what Ms. McKay testified. Ms. McKay stated that in the facts, there were 2 hats thrown into the enclosures that night, and one the plaintiff attempted to retrieve was not hers, as it was further inside the enclosure. It's clear that the plaintiff lacked common sense, and he didn't have the intention of saving Hector from danger. Why was he only attempting to remove one of the cats out of the enclosure? That is all, Your Honor. Thank you.
I reviewed the arguments from both counsels, and I would like to proceed by using a precedent case. In Rowler v. Ball, it was determined that if the defendant kept a wild animal at his own risk, the defendant would be liable for negligence unless the person injured brought damages upon himself. Since hearing both sides' arguments, it seemed to me that the plaintiff agreed to the risks associated with the job when he agreed to work with the game farm. He had also volunteered to go into the closure, which eliminates any negligence on the employer's side. In summary, I cannot find any negligence on the part of the defendants. The plaintiff brought the injuries upon himself. The plaintiff's action is dismissed, and I reverse the appeal. No cost will be given to the plaintiff.
This is to inform you that this is not an accurate representation of what happened behind closed doors. But it is true that the
Just go, start.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Yo, what are we including?
I am
Say
playing
your
McIntyre,
name.
and I am playing. What is she playing?
The judge, and what else?
And
Who's the other one?
a learning associate at Wahlberg. You don't have to say that, but okay,
Just
let's
say the learning assistant.
Okay,
and
start
the
now.
judge.
So
Okay.
go.
Everybody look good?
Mhm.
I don't. Okay.
Okay.
Did you say my full name?
Yeah. Fine. Just say
I
your
am
first name.
Diane.
Anything you want.
Okay.
Especially in civil law.
Indeed.
What did I say?
It makes sense. I have a lot of.
Who is this Pickard character?
I said Picard.
Oh, sorry. Then let me know what the plaintiff said. Ugh, crap, the girlfriend.
Crab the girlfriend.
Crap, the girlfriend. Okay, can we start that over, please?
Break.
By frick. Just frick. Frick.
Scoop it. Scope of it. I want ice cream.
Okay, good morning, Your Honor. I'm presenting.
Oh my god!
Okay, good morning.
Okay, let's just start from good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, sit.
No, he can stay.
You can just stay standing.
Stand because I've already got up, right?
Oh,
Is that cut okay
No,
for you?
actually, no.
Yeah.
The defendant had a
Oh
reputation.
no, you have to start from good morning.
And he just
I'm so hungry.
yeah.
Can it? Okay. Are you like done practicing? I'm gonna press record. She had told. I think I was recording.
It says record on top. You're recording.
Does
right
that
now.
mean recording?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
It's okay, just
Okay,
Three, 2, 1.
This is to inform you that the film is completely fiction. You say okay. Good morning, Miss Hanson.
Miss Khan. What?
What?
Was that part of it?